shifting satellites to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Kenny
Oh,
Hoopla.
I'm so sorry. I got my times wrong. The
Don't
time.
worry. Don't worry, because I was just saying a couple of moments ago to everybody that was in the chat, like, I did the same thing, and if it weren't for Google Calendar, we both would have been like on at 3. Oh, no worries. How's it going? How you doing?
I'm chilling. It's a beautiful day. I'm just kicking it. How are you?
Yeah. Oh, not so bad. Also a beautiful day here in Columbus. Nice and sunny.
Yeah.
Like 90 degrees out. Beautiful stuff. I do want to open, it kind of feels weird to open an interview without talking about like how your life has changed, as all of our lives have recently.
For sure.
How have your last like weeks, months been?
I guess they've been like weird, I guess, but I've just been like trying to make the most of it. I've just been like trying to stay busy and just use this time to like get ahead and like work on what I'm supposed to be working on before like everything starts getting busy again, kind of thing.
Good point. Yeah. Are you doing much writing? I know a handful of other musicians I talked to.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm attempting. Yeah. So I am.
Yeah. Right on. Well, you did just release the new EP, only 10 days old at this point. How Will I Rest in Peace If I'm Buried by a Highway, the name of the single and the EP. Is that fair? Is that accurate? 10 days old or so? The
Yeah,
15th
I think so. That's
right on. Some brand new stuff. It's absolutely terrific. Are you going to play some songs for us today?
Yeah. I got you. Right.
Cool. You want to open things up with one? Are we in your home in Oshkosh? Is that where we're at?
Yeah. Now, we're in Appleton right now.
Oh, nice.
This is I'll just start with Sore Loser.
All right.
It's cold outside. I'm sure you already knew that. Enjoy the time. If you couldn't do that, her pants and how to match her hair. Her friends never did care. I'm nervous and let go. Learn how to let go, but it's no fun to live in last place. So I put my feet up. They take a photo. I'm a sore loser, nervous and let go. Learn how to let go, but it's no fun to live in last place. So I put my feet up. They take a photo. I'm a sore loser. I'll learn to ride away and not complain. It's much easier when you love the pain. Sleep in the flower bed again. Sleep in the flower bed. But do you feel calmer? When you hit rock bottom, nervous and let go. Learn how to let go, but it's no fun to live in last place. So I put my feet up, you can take a photo. I'm a sore loser. Nervous and let go. Learn how to let go, but it's no fun to live in last place. So I put my feet up, you can take a photo. I'm a sore loser. Nervous and let go, learn how It's no fun. It's no fun. Mm-hmm. Ooh. That was Sore Loser. This is Plastic Door. Hello, sir. You left your door unlocked. Is this satirical? That I felt so welcomed. I'm in a bad shape, feeling like square one. Would you clean me up? Could you clean me up? You really got guts, but I've got way more guns. You're lucky I'm bored, and my wife was up. See, I've got 3 rooms. And they're looking for you, but if the cops find out, I'm not risking my house. Ooh, I'm not risking my house. Yeah, and I'm not risking my house. Yeah, funeral, sleeping well, peace is impossible. Every dream I am searching for you. Funeral, sleeping well, peace is impossible. Every dream I am searching for you. Where's the blood from? And please tell the truth, kind of remind me of myself when I went to school. Now I'm a no one, but they all used to call me cool. Do you think that it's true? Do you think I'm a fool? Now it's hard to recall. I was running so fast, was focused only on the black door, not busting my ass. And now you fall from the pool, and thanks for letting me in. Wait till you see those red lights. Think you have a good night. Oh, risking more. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm not risking my home. Yeah, funeral, sleeping well, peace is impossible. All I really care about is oxygen and making friends. All I really ever wanted was for you to let me in. Thank you for letting me in. Oh, funeral, sleeping well, peace is impossible. Every dream I am searching for you. Funeral, sleeping well, peace is impossible. Every dream I am searching for you. Searching for you. Searching for you. That was Plastic Door. This she's gonna cut my head off. I don't care. I don't care. She's gonna cut my head off. I don't care. This ain't clean up night. Just like a dead man. Like a dead man. This ain't dress up night. Feel like a dead man. A dead man. Culture. So claustrophobic, claustrophobic, we're so good. And the party's over, I'm still on your couch, not lost. Yeah, if there is a line, I know you won't cross it, take your time. Oh, but I'm on time. She's gonna cut my head off. I don't care, I don't care. She's gonna cut my head off, but I don't care. Stay clean up nice, just like a dead man, like a dead man. She say you dress so nice, I feel like a dead man, dead man. cherish the scar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's when those hearts collide. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're speeding with no drive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just let the light expire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You say you know that it's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I say I know that it's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You say it's only a fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's more than a fire. It's gonna come my head off. I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna cut my head off. I don't care. This ain't clean or nice. I look like a dead man, like a dead man. Say dress up nice. I feel like a dead man, a dead man. It's gonna cut my head off. I don't care. I don't care. She's gonna cut my head off. But I don't care. You see, clean up nice. I look like a dead man, like a dead man. She say dress up nice. I feel like a dead man, dead man. Party's over, still you couch up, kicking me in, oh you taking me out. Party's over, still on your couch up, taking me in, oh you kicking me out. And party's over, still on your couch up, taking me in, oh you kicking me out. And party's over, still on your couch up, taking me in, oh you kicking me out. Yeah.
Love it. Kenny Hoopla, thank you so much. 3 in a row. I love that. That was also
Oh my
like one of the more collaborative ones, I suppose, like one of the more team effort ones that I've seen in a while. I did not expect us to go across the room. I think we're losing you just a little bit.
Yeah.
Are we back? All right, cool. All the music sounded good, and no connection issues there for reference. But man, that was cool. I didn't expect us to go all the way across the room.
Thank you.
That was rad. Some brand new stuff you just played for us. That's just a few days old on this new EP. How Will I Rest in Peace If I'm Buried by a Highway. The last one that we just heard is also the name of the record. And it's some great stuff. Doing a little bit of research about your goals for the record, about your songwriting process. You described it as like you're trying to reiterate the colors in your head with sound. Can you expand on that a bit? Is that like a synesthesia thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I feel like people that feel my music, and I guess this is probably the first time that I've ever like said this with my chest. People that feel my music get what I'm getting at, and I feel like they understand the world I'm living in. And I feel like a lot of people that people even compare me to, they like those same people also like come from the same world I'm like in, and they like also understand those colors and like the whole like world. It's like something you can't even explain. But moral of the story, yes, I'm just trying to get the colors out of my head, and like I'm just trying to like process everything in my life. I feel like I have something to say, if not for the world, like for myself also. I just feel like that's something that I need to do. I guess I'm in the situation too for a reason. So like,
Yeah, I mean, I feel that there's a lot to take in. Very colorful music, and also music videos as well. These are more like films. These are great music. Did you like go to film school?
no, that was my friends went to film school though, but I just be telling them what I like, and then they just like go crazy on it. Like,
Man,
yeah, that's all them though. They go to like, they know what they're doing.
yeah, yeah, you can really tell. The one on is it Plastic Door, the one that just came out a couple of days before the EP was released. I think that's one of the very first pieces of art that I've seen that incorporated like themes from our current era. Like you're wearing a mask, You're the only one.
Yeah.
It's black and white. Um, Real interesting vibe and feel to it. What was the timeline there? Was it like, because that had to have been a recent decision to film it like that.
Shooting it with the, because I didn't want to like come off insensitive, but I felt like it would be something to look back on and just making a timestamp of like, yeah, like the time of our lives today. But it's dope because it was actually the opposite. Everybody kind of like rocked with it, of me like being outside and stuff, because I was scared it was gonna look insensitive or something. But yeah.
No, I think I see what you're getting at. I think there is a difference between like just kind of putting something in for a novelty and then also like using something like that to make a bit of a statement on it. And I definitely think the video falls in that latter category where it's of great value. One question about the video for How Will I Rest in Peace, where do you get a guillotine? There's a guillotine at the end, and I didn't see it coming at all. Like, where do you acquire a guillotine? Do you remember? Thank you to everybody in the chat sticking around, by the way.
All right.
We are back.
Okay.
That is in crystal clear.
Amazing.
Right on.
Yeah, I was confused like when I seen it in there, because I pulled up and he had a real guillotine, and like, yeah, it was just crazy. Yeah, I have no clue where he got it though. I'm like still confused.
Yeah, it's great. Real cool videos. Again, anybody just joining us, Kenny Hoopla coming in from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. But I understand you have roots in Cleveland. I see the hat that you're wearing there, and I have to ask, Ohio Station, gotta reach out just a little bit up north. What prompted the move to Oshkosh?
Well, basically, it was just getting bad. Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, we just like lived in the ghetto, just being real. And then my mom just like moved us to Wisconsin. So random. Like,
what is
here to have like a better future kind of thing. So now I've been here. I was like back and forth visiting Cleveland until I was like probably like 14. And then I stopped going for like whatever reason. And like I've been meaning to come back to Ohio actually. But yeah.
Well, hopefully when everybody's able to tour again, we'll get to see it.
Yeah.
In one or both of those cities. You seem to enjoy Oshkosh. You're still sticking around there. It sounds like it's got a lot of similarities to us here in Columbus, like a good community.
Yeah.
They respond well to art. Is that true?
Yeah. Not necessarily. I think there's an energy here. I'm in Appleton right now, actually, which is like 10 minutes away from Oshkosh, like same area though. It's called like the Fox Valley, but there's like a certain energy, and I don't know, maybe at the end of the day, a lot of stuff that has happened to me and affected me happened here. So it's hard for me to like go somewhere else and make music when that energy isn't there. It feels like fake and it's hard to like channel. So, and I also feel like this is kind of a small town, and I have like me doing this here, and like I feel like it's showing that kids like me, people in general that live in small towns or like aren't fortunate to like live in other places or whatever. I'm trying to do something special, and I'm trying to like prove to myself that it all like comes in your mind, and that like it doesn't matter if you are in a small town, and that there is something. Someone called me within your surroundings. Like, I don't know, a lot of people, they hate where they are, whether it's like a big city or a small city, but I think I've found like romance in that, like in the escapism of that. And I think it's like a beautiful thing if you like just step back and take a look at it. I feel like everywhere's kind of the same, but it's just kind of like the world you make in your head. So, I mean, moral of the story, I just think it's important for me to be here while I like work on this music, because like a lot of the energy people are feeling in my music is because of like this place here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really feel that, even in a city like Columbus. I mean, you talk to a lot of the local bands, and it's like a lot of them are thinking like, wow, we have to work like 10 times as hard as somebody in New York or LA, even if that's not necessarily true because of like the saturation there.
100%. Exactly.
we're also now living in an era where you, I don't want to make an argument that it's easier or simpler by any stretch, but where you could put out a song and all of a sudden people are listening to it all over the country.
Exactly. Exactly. That's kind of what happened with me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a strength in that grassroots energy. I like that quite a bit. Well, you're clearly more than just your surroundings, and I do want to kind of get in your head here a little bit towards the end. And I like to run everybody through a quick lightning round, some rapid fire questions.
Gosh. Let's get it.
All right, question number 1, dogs or cats?
Cats.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
What is the most recent dream that you remember having?
Yo. What was the dream? What was the dream? Can't remember. I think it was a nightmare. Next
Oh,
question.
yeah, fair enough. We don't need to go there if you don't want to. I don't want to bring up any bad energy. Your single and EP called How Will I Rest in Peace If I'm Buried by a Highway. Have you sat down with a lawyer yet and drafted a will to ensure that you are not buried by a highway eventually?
No, I haven't. I need to get on it.
Never too early. This one, testing your geography. What is the prettiest American state in terms of geographical outline alone?
I think like,
what is the best shape?
wow.
There's only like 5 wrong answers.
I'm like so indecisive.
Yeah.
Oh,
we could do like a top 3.
Just do California.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I've only ever asked like a dozen people. I try to ask everybody now.
To say a city on accident, thinking
right.
that's lucky, like the main thing. Like that's what I'm tweaking right now. I'm gonna just go Wisconsin, New York.
All right, those are good answers.
I mean, not California.
Right. No, I feel it. One last thing before we cut you loose. I do like to ask everybody this question as well. It's the classic age-old question of, if you had to, would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
1 horse.
You're locked in a room. You're going to take the giant duck?
Yes, that's a good question. You're good.
Right on. That's the courageous answer. You could tell a lot about an artist by which one he plays. Cool. I love it. Well, Kenny Hoopla, thanks so much again for joining us in the virtual big room here, playing a few and taking the time.
Yes, thank you. This was dope. I really had fun. This was like one of the coolest ones that I've done, honestly.
Oh, man, I'm flattered. Thank you.
Yeah. I can't wait to meet in person. Thank you.
For real, yeah. Next time you're in Columbus. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
You too.